Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. So we have some news. A.J. Dillon has made his way into Green Bay, one of the Packers' newest running backs on the team, as most of you already know. But basically, he's gotten to Green Bay. He said that he was ready to get in early, start putting in the work. He's basically one of the first Packers players who is in Green Bay at the moment. Hopefully, some of them will start showing up soon. Maybe not, because, the quarantine, everything that's going on. Could still be a while till people can, be together. But hopefully that comes sooner than later. I feel like it will. But A.J. Dillon decided that he wanted to get into Green Bay, start working out, start getting ready for the season. And I think that's good news. I think it sort of shows that he's dedicated. He's ready to put in the work to be the back that the Packers need him to be. And, I think he's going to be a very good back on this Packers team. Later in this video, I'm going to show you why I think he could be good, better, or just as good as Eddie Lacy, which I think is big for this Packers team. So he arrived in Green Bay about 3 weeks ago. He said at the beginning of the quarantine, he was basically having to do old time workouts. He said he felt like Rocky was just running around, running miles, running upstairs, doing all those kinds of things. But now he's working out at Synergy Sports in Green Bay. And so he's able to sort of get back into the normal swing of things. I mean, as normal as you can be during this time. And he basically said too in this article that I saw that he's trying to be an all-purpose back. He wants to be able to run the ball, catch the ball, block, sort of do all those kinds of things, which I think he definitely can do. When I was reading about him in college, basically the Boston college where he went, they didn't really use him much in the passing game, but the coach said that he has the ability to, so it's not that he can't do it, it's just that they didn't really need him to do that on that team. And Gutekunst said that that's one thing they noticed about him was his pass catching ability. And so I think that, that's sort of important. That's a good news for the Packers, that he could be a guy who can sort of do it all. And of course, right now we do have Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams as well. But I feel like Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon could be very good complements of each other. It seems a lot of people think that A.J. Dillon could push Jamal Williams out of a spot. He could move into that second running back spot, A.J. Dillon. With Aaron Jones' speed and sort of his quickness and the way that he moves, he could be very good with A.J. Dillon, a guy who can really, break through tackles, can run people over. In his last year of college, he ranked 4th in college with 43 missed tackles and 9th with 943 yards after contact. So I think that's going to be a good asset to his Packers team. Last year we were about one of the worst in converting 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts, 1st and goal, so just really short yard situations. And I think with A.J. Dillon coming in, he's going to be the guy who can really help in that area, considering he has that big build, he has that speed, he has that workhorse power. So he's 6 foot tall, 247 pounds. He's only 5% body fat, which is crazy. So he's basically all muscle. And another thing is that last year with those stats that he had breaking tackles, I think they said the box was loaded 44% of the time. So that's a big amount, and he was still able to push through people. And so I think that it's just gonna be, it's gonna be crazy to watch him play. And in his 3 years at Boston College, he ran for over 1,100 yards every single season. And in 2 of those seasons, he ran for over 1,500 yards. And in his last season in 2019, he ran for 1,700 yards, 15 total touchdowns, and 5.2 yards per carry. And when you look at A.J. Dillon, he sort of reminds me of Eddie Lacy when you sort of look at their stature. Eddie Lacy was 5'11", 250-something pounds, but A.J. Dillon is 6 foot, 247 pounds. But one thing that was interesting that I looked at is that if you sort of look at some of their 40-yard dash, those kinds of things, A.J. Dillon looks to be the superior player. And of course, you can't judge a player solely off that. But I think the fact that he matches up with Eddie Lacy and he's even better in lots of the categories, that it sort of shows that he could be, a great back for the Packers for the coming years. With Jones and Williams, their contracts are coming up to expire. So we're probably not going to have both of them after this year. Maybe we'll re-sign Jones to a contract, Williams, I don't really know. Maybe we'll re-sign Jones and keep A.J. Dillon. We don't really know exactly, but I think it's going to be exciting for the years to come. But if we take a look at 40-yard dash times, Dillon is faster than Lacy. Dillon has a 4.53 40, Lacy had a 4.62 40. And then if you also look at the speed score, which is done by playerprofile.com, it sort of factors a player's weight into their speed. Eddie Lacy was at 109.7, and A.J. Dillon is at 117.3, so better than Lacy. And Dillon's in the 97th percentile of all running backs for that category, which is insanely good. And then also if you look at the burst score, which basically measures, looks at the broad jump and vertical jump and sort of measures explosiveness, Eddie Lacy was 112.8, which is only in the 22nd percentile, which isn't great. And Dillon is 135.2, which is the 97th percentile. So I think he's going to be very explosive, as you can see from these stats. So he's going to be a very explosive back for this Packers team, especially being in Green Bay in the cold in the winter, whenever those those games come around, even playoff games as well. I think that he's going to be a great addition because now the Packers can sort of run down people's throats, and they have lots of different assets in the backfield. And especially too, as I made in some videos earlier about what I think the Packers rushing attack will be like, we added DeGuara, who can be a good like fullback, H-back, and I think the Packers and LaFleur are really wanting to focus more on the running game and really become very good in that aspect, which will also allow Aaron Rodgers to, do the play action pass and really get out and, go after defenses that way. But I think this team is going to be very versatile even in the coming years, with a solid rushing attack and a solid passing attack, which will be hard to stop because if you have Aaron Rodgers on the field, but then you also have these running backs who can, do lots of damage, it's going to be even harder to guard both of them as well. So I think that for the coming years, especially if A.J. Dillon can be the player that it seems the Packers think he can be, considering he was one of the, they haven't picked it back that early since Eddie Lacy. So I think that they sort of see in him a guy who can really be valuable for this Packers franchise for the coming years. That is basically all the information I have for this video. So it's exciting. A.J. Dillon is in Green Bay. Hopefully things can start getting back to normal so the season can start on time as scheduled, which I think it will. But that's going to be all for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to like it down below. And if you want to see more videos like that, feel free to subscribe to this channel. I'm posting almost every day right now, so feel free to do that if you like. But I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.